We want to talk about the fact that, as I asked for you for the donations, people might be thinking, well, the funding's coming in now. The funding still hasn't come in. The English Arts Council has given funding. They've been quite unfair in a lot of things. One of the best clubs in the entire country, the Frog and Bucket, haven't been given anything. In Scotland, we have still not been given anything, despite the money being given over 2 months ago. Venues are still waiting on that money being given, and a freelancer fund has been announced yesterday, but it's going to be again into November till that happens. People are struggling, right? This entire industry is struggling. I know every single industry is struggling right now, but I can't speak for other industries, okay? I am only trying to protect the industry that I am in. I have been asking questions about it a lot on Twitter. The Culture Secretary of the Scottish Government, Fiona Hislop, sent me an email, sent me a tweet, last Friday night, which was quite snipey, and kind of said that at some point I will reluctantly agree that comedy venues will be included in the funding. And Fiona, I will absolutely, if you're watching, I very much doubt you are, but if you are watching, I will absolutely I will make you a deal that if money does come through for comedy clubs and comes through for comedians to support them through this tough time, I will wear a T-shirt next month when I do this show that says "Thank you, Creative Scotland," and "Thank you, Fiona Hislop." I will absolutely, there is no reluctance about it at all. But the fact is that the money has been there and nothing has been seen. This place has been closed down. People haven't been paid wages for 7 months. Comedians haven't been paid wages for 7 months. And for people there to snipe back like that, all I can say is you've not had to live the past 7 months on no wages whatsoever. You keep saying you understand, but you don't really know what it's like. And it is so tough. And in the past month, and this is what I really want to address, the past month, the harm that this is doing to people's mental health is unbelievable. I am in a WhatsApp group with comedians that are some of the most confident people and some of the most talented people that I've ever met in my life, and every single one of them has gone through some kind of struggle in the past month. And people are still ashamed to admit to it, but this is a ridiculous, ridiculous time, but the stigma is still there to talk about it. I have had my problems. About 12 years ago, I've suffered from depression since I was about 18 years old. About 12 years ago, I tried to commit suicide. And you might be wondering, why am I bringing that up on a comedy show? The reason I'm bringing it up is twofold. First of all, people say, well, you shouldn't be talking about that stuff on stage. You shouldn't be talking about that stuff in public. Well, where the fuck should you be talking about it? Because you can't talk about it on social media because people say it's not appropriate to talk about it there. You can't talk about it to professionals because mental health provisions and mental health funding has been reduced so much in the past 10 years under this Tory government that it doesn't even exist anymore. The medication that I am on ran out in July. That is how big a problem it is. So if I can't talk about it here, where the fuck can I talk about it? And the second thing is, because it needs to be made normalised. This is unprecedented, as you keep saying, and this is a time when people need to realise that you can admit to this kind of stuff, and you can have a laugh about it. Of course it's funny. It's a comedy show. Suicide can be funny. When I tried it, I phoned up a helpline afterwards and told them that I had tried this, and they had obviously been sitting there on an automated system questionnaire, and the woman said to me, can I put it down as an unsuccessful attempt? Of course it's funny. Of course it is. No, I am talking to you from the grave. When I tried to do it, I tried to do it with painkillers, and I went to buy painkillers at Boots, and I looked at the strongest painkillers, and I decided against them and bought Boots Own because they were £2 cheaper. Why the fuck was I needing that money? What did I think? Death was going to have some kind of parking charge that I'd need change? Of course I didn't. So it can be funny, and it needs to be normalised. People are definitely struggling, and if you are out there and you are struggling, please talk to someone. And since we've been away, we've gone through Suicide Awareness Day, and we've gone through Mental Health Day. Okay, please talk to people. It is unprecedented. Everyone's struggling. People I never thought would be struggling are struggling. So please talk to people. And Fiona Hislop, when you do send that kind of thing back, this is why you need to keep asking questions. And this is why I keep hammering on at you, because you don't really understand the struggles that people are going through. Every single person is going through a struggle with this now. So just think, help each other, and take care of each other. And that's...